We're going to look at a transition to the mount. So we've been looking at, from week 1, building right up to week 6, we've been looking at ways to get to the mount, okay, because we've looked at ways of finishing, ways of escaping, ways of staying on top. So again, usually when you pass the guard, whatever way we're passing, probably the first pin you're going to end up is in side control. And for those guys that were here for the side control mesocycle, we showed you how to keep this position. So really I want to be controlling the inside space between Carl's armpit and his hip, and I want to be controlling the shoulder area. So I just have my right knee in his right hip, my left knee is in the far shoulder, and I've got the cross face. So from here, my left hand is going to be bringing Carl towards me as I put my shoulder in his face to make him look this road. So again, so I have good side control. I can have the underhook here on, or hand on the bicep, or it can be hand to hand. Okay, so again, for me to safely get to the mounted position, there's 2 things Carl can do. When I turn and try to step over, Carl can use this hand to stop my leg from coming over, or he can have his knee up like this, which again stops me from getting the mount, or both his knees just tucked up like this. So let's deal with this hand first. So from my side control position, I'm going to open up his lapel, bring it across his arm, pass it to my cross face hand here. If his elbow's still flared, I'll use my elbow to tuck it to this body so I can get this super tight. Again, when we were playing the side control mesocycle, we showed you how to kill this arm. See the way his elbow's tucked to his body? Okay, I can use my knee to clear that. So we'll get his elbow, his right elbow, now it's killed, it's coming out under my armpit. And then we showed you how to transition to the little hands choke, which was this way. It's called little hands because all you see is this little hand waving at you. Okay, but sometimes the sick card's got this elbow super tight, and I try to clear it with my knee or even my hip, and I can't. Okay, I need to now make a progression from side control to the mount, which will be a better position. So from here I'm going to switch my base from side control, so the way I'm on my knees, I'm switching to twister side control, so my right hand is going to grab his left hip as I switch my base. So I bring my left knee into his right hip, and the detail is, guys, my right foot's planted on the mat, because if Carl bridges, I've got base to keep him down. If my foot is not on the mat and he bridges, I've lost the position. Okay, so I want to make sure that when I switch my base, okay, I've got my knee and my hip, my foot is on the mat, okay, and I've got this. This is going to stop me when I bring my knee over from using his hand to stop me from mounting. But let's just say he's got this knee up or his leg up. Some people have the knees tucked and they play like this. So from here, my right hand is going to grab my right foot as I bring my right foot forward, straight into the mounted position. Okay. Now again, some people, when I keep this control, he might reach through with his hand to try and pull his hand free, like this. So from there, if he reaches through, we're just straight into all the stuff we've been playing. My right hand on the mat, slide my left knee behind his head, pull up, and we're into all the stuff that we've been looking at. Okay, armbar is there. Again. I want to make sure this is like a rope, okay, so I get a good grip of it when I pass it over. I don't kind of want it like a cape where it's just covering the arm, because Carl can just get his arm out. So I make sure I get a good grip, pass it over, get my grip, then I use my elbow to tuck it close to his body, and then I'll feed that up. So I really want this tied up. Then I switch my base, my hand's coming to his far hip, he comes into the hip, this foot's planted on the mat. Again, Carl's going to have his leg up. So I can grab, option 1 is I grab my right foot. I don't need much flexibility here, I just pull it towards my body as I slip through. Let's just say he doesn't make that mistake of reaching with his left hand, but it'll still be T-rexed. Okay, so from here, I can use this control of the ski to turn him a little bit, just a little bit on the side. Okay, but his elbow isn't in the position that I want for me to attack it for the arm bar. So I'll just drop my left hip. It's hard to see this visually, but I'll put my left hip just under his elbow, and I can use it to flare his elbow across. Okay? Then I can switch to that S-mount position again. Yeah, start to work. Coming underneath. That arm bar again, yeah. Another way for me to get them out, when I come over, tuck this, and curl his knees, his both knees just up this high this time. Okay. When I switch my base to twister side control, again the mistake I might make, he might even just drop this leg, and the second I go to step over, he lifts this one, and now he snagged me, and now I'm in half guard top, and I don't want to be there. So I want to make sure that if I step over, I definitely don't want to step over with my knee, so I don't lead with my knee. Okay? I want to lead with my foot, so it's just like a kick. I want to kick high up to come over. Okay, so if Carl has his knees raised high, here I'm just kicking above his knees to come over and into the position. So when I get to here, I can play the game as usual. Turn him a little bit. I can use my hip to flare this. And again, if I want, here, feed this behind, start to work all the other stuff that we've been playing, yeah? Attacking the back and stuff. So, that's side control transition, step over method to the mount. Let's do it for